Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of my favorite patterns. It's called the JH pattern, right up to the upside here. We're long limited in at 1206.2. Have 4 contracts on. I'm going to take 2 contracts off just above the highs here, or just below the highs rather. Let's go 2 contracts there. The next target's just going to be a move up. We're looking for a secondary push to the upside here. Looking for, well, we'll probably go to, let's go a couple ticks below that low there, right there. And the final target's actually going to be right across the highs here, at these previous closes that we had earlier in the day. So that move up was immediately reacted to and rejected all the way up at 12.1. So I'm going to be looking to take my target off there. So at the moment right now, we're long at 1206.2. It's a little bit more aggressive because we are limiting into an order without waiting for price action to confirm. But with that being said, we have a very, very high percentage pattern piggybacking into this move that we're looking for. We had price that pushed down to a new low, and it failed to make a new low and actually dropped a little bit down, but it never actually pushed to a new low. It failed at these lows. This little box kind of signifies the area we look for, and then rejected back up. So we're looking at buying right back down the next push lower. Now this push lower where we're buying actually coincides with a nice little area. If we draw a line straight across where we're buying at, this has been an area of support and resistance all day. We've had resistance acting here. It also came back and tapped it for support. After it broke through, it acted as resistance and acted as resistance by a little bit of a front run. And then kind of as resistance, I mean, to a degree it broke through it, but then it came back down. Resistance again, now we're looking for it to act as support. So that's why we're looking at buying at 1206.2. Based on what we're seeing, it may slide through it a little bit, but our stop is more than adequate to where we want it to be here. So we have our catastrophic down at 12.4.3. 1204.3, there's too many points in there. Long at 1206.2. Looking at taking the first target off at 1207.7. That'll give us, let's see, 15 ticks. Second target looking at right now 1209.3. That doesn't look right. 1209.3. Let me draw this again just to be safe. Yeah, maybe it does look right. Yeah, so looking at 1209.3, just ahead of that measured move there. If we do go lower, I will be moving my target, this secondary target, down a little bit. But then overall, looking to catch a larger run up to tag these previous highs up here and see what happens up there. You know, maybe they fail there and we can sell it back down. That's a possibility, but we'll see if they can get that push up there first. Our first inclination or our first target is the big one. So if we can get that first target filled and move our stop to break even, it'll be sitting pretty on the trade. So we'll be back in a little bit and see if they can get that target filled first, get our stop to break even, gun for the rest of the targets. All right, we're back testing our first target right now. Still hasn't filled it. Testing the target at 7.7. Because we've tested the target, if we start seeing this drop back a little bit, I will be looking to move my stop to break even a little bit early. I really don't want to give back any of this, and the fact that we've tested the target without a fill, it always kind of makes you a little bit nervous. You never want to see it really start dropping back on you. The last thing you want to do is have it hit your first target, not fill you, and then come back and stop you out at the full stop loss. You really don't want to deal with that. So we'll give it a couple seconds to see if it fills it. Now you'll notice my second target moved down to 8.6. That's just because we made a lower low down here. The measured move is a little bit different. So looking at 1208.6 for the secondary target, which puts us at 24. And then the final target's still the same up there at 12.1. That gives us 59 ticks on the final. So if we can get this move higher here, we're looking at 30 off at the first one. It's 2 off at 15, plus another 24, plus another 59, looking at 113 ticks on the trade. So we are getting that drop back. So let me just move my stop to break even now. I want to avoid this coming back on me without getting my fill at 7.7. So if it does come back on us, we just get stopped out at break even. Otherwise, we'll be looking for a continued move to the upside. Now, the overall runner target up here, this may take quite a bit of time. You know, it's not guaranteed to just go shooting up right now. You know, this may be a relatively long trade, looking at a couple hours sitting in this one, if it can hold us in. Our stop is at break even right now just to protect us. Since we hit that first target, that's where we're going to move our stop to break even anyway. And since we didn't get the fill, we don't really want to risk it. So moving the stop to break even a little bit preemptively, it's a little aggressive, but I'd rather not give anything back on this trade if it doesn't want to fill me, and all of a sudden you see it start tumbling right back down, and then you take a full loss. So stop is at break even right now. Still haven't got the first target filled. Looking to get that filled hopefully soon here before it starts dropping off. And this is why we always take that first target off a little bit early just to be safe. The last thing you want to do again is see it, tag it, and all of a sudden it just starts dropping. So we'll be back in a little bit, see if they can get another push higher, get that first target filled. We'll probably come back after we've gotten the first target filled, gunning for the second one, just because we've just now done an update. So we'll be back in a little bit, see if they can get that push. All right, we just got that second target filled. It's getting a little bit whippy. There's a lot of kind of oddball orders coming in. Very, very big size on the orders. Let's adjust our stop to 1 contract now. And since we've got that second target, we'll start trailing up with this move. Well, we can probably go to right around here, 1206.9. We want to give it some room to still run, but like I said, we're getting some kind of weird orders coming in. Lots of big orders, and all of a sudden everything dries up, and then another big order and it all dries up. So kind of catching some funky order fills right now. But still overall, we've got our first couple targets filled, looking for that final runner up here at 12.1, and we'll see if they can really kind of hammer that a little bit higher. But again, you know, this is the type of trade where you're gunning for that first target to get that scalp off, and then just moving to break even and holding it for as long as it's going to let you hold it. This trade may take, 3 minutes if it goes ballistic, or it may take 6 hours. It all just kind of depends. That's why we're giving it a little bit of room here. So my stop is down here at 1206.9, just protective. I don't want to give any of this back. It did, especially since we came up, tested our target back here around, a little after 9 o'clock, never filled it and started fading back. You really don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. So I'm being a little bit more aggressive on my stop and locking in what I can. But right now we're sitting up 33 ticks, 34 ticks. Still seeing some kind of weird orders coming in. You'll see how snappy this is. It just dipped back 5 ticks with nothing in the middle. Kind of funky, but we'll see what happens here, and we'll see if they want to. It may take a couple hours again, but we'll kind of keep an eye on it and see if they want to push back up to that 12.1. All right, we're back. I opened up my time in sales so I could try to get this in here. These are those weird orders I was talking about. We're getting 100 lots coming in, then a bunch of selling, but we're getting big, big block orders. And look at this move higher. I mean, this is crazy. Huge block orders coming in on this move higher. And holy cow, I mean, we did get our target filled, but it just rocketed through it. We actually got a better fill than I was looking for at 12.3. I mean, we're just catching this really, really big move. It's kind of crazy. That's why I wanted to open up the time and sales so I could kind of visualize what's going on here. We've got, I mean, big block orders that came in to buy, and then we're buying at the high of day now. We have tagged a new high, and we've gone through this area by quite a bit. Let me make this always on top here. We actually shot through our target. Our target was looking at 12.1. We actually went 20 more ticks past that, all in a couple seconds. And now you can see it died right back down again. That's that poppiness that we saw a little bit earlier. Kind of an interesting little tidbit of volume coming in there. But hey, if it gets us a better fill, I'm A-okay with that. So instead of the, I think it was 57 ticks, we got 61, whatever it was. So we have 2 off at 30, or I'm sorry, 2 off at 15 giving us 30. We have 24 and then 61 on the final 115 ticks, 2 extra ticks better than what we were looking at before. So $1,150 on this big strong move up. You can see how fast that went. This is all within a 5-minute period, so just a beautiful move. I wasn't expecting it to go that quick, but I'll take it. So that's going to be the trade for today. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, we'll catch you next time.